Hi there everyone, I'm going to be showing you in this video how to make these little foot accessories. I'm not sure what they're called, but this is what it actually looks like. I will be using Bernat Handicraft crochet thread, and this is a size 5, and I'm using a size 1.8 millimeter crochet hook. The important part here is that it's a size 5, and the crochet hook, because otherwise you're going to get a different size to what I have. Then I made a little hole for your second toe, not your big toe, the toe next to your big toe, and this one is for your little toe, your baby toe. You don't have to put this one in. I prefer it because otherwise that it just pulls it a little bit nicer. And then I made a little band, and I've just left it with thread, like I just crochet chain, and it can be tied. This is for my ankle, this is pretty, they basically touch each other, but I just needed something to tie it with instead of using a button or something. I thought that would be fine because it's on the foot. Now if you really don't want this band, you could just crochet chains on either here and here, and then you can tie it like that. That also works, but I like it with a band on, so whichever way you want to do it, but it's not very hard, it's pretty easy to do. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show you. So to begin this project, I'm going to start off by chaining 10. So do 10 chain, 1, 8, 2, 9, 10, and then you're going to do a slip stitch into your very first chain, a slip stitch into your first chain, and then you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, chain 3, and this chain 3 is going to stand for your first double crochet, and then you're going to do, you want 14 altogether. So I'm going to do, that is number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 12. Then when you've got number 12, you're going to do number 13. These are all in the circle. 13. Then for the last one, number 14, you want to keep 3 chain here. So 1, 2, 3. So go into the, for number 14, go into this chain so that you have 3 left. So just go into the actual chain, not into the space, because I don't want it flopping all over. I want those to I want all of those to stay in front of that one and that one, so it'll look like this. Okay, so this you should have 14 double crochets after that. Then you're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to turn your work around, and then you're going to be doing 1 double crochet, one chain, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and that's in each of these. So there's my first one, so I'm not going in there. I'm going to go into the next one right over here, the double crochet, and then I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to go into the next one over here, then I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to go into the next one. And you're going to do this all the way around, and you should end up with 14 double crochets again. So it's just double crochet, chain 1, and that's in each one. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and chain 1. So I'm going to go all the way around, and I'll meet you back here. I went to the end, and I finished my last one in the very last place here. The bottom line is you need to have 14, including that chain 3. So I've got 14. Then you're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're going to turn your work around again, and that stands for your double crochet plus 2 chain. And then you're going to go into this very first double crochet with a double crochet, and then chain 2, and then into your next one in there with double crochet. I like to get 2 threads there, and then chain 2, and then a double. So all you're doing is you're doing 1 double crochet in each double crochet and chain 2, so that it looks like this. And once again you should end up with 14 double crochets. So 1 double, chain 2, double in the next double, chain 2, double in the next double, chain 2, double. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the end of mine. As I say, just one double in each double with chain 2 in between, and then I'll meet you back again once I've done this. So my 14th one, I'm going in right over here in the top of that stitch there. Okay, and you should be looking like this, and you should have 14 of these. Okay, then you're going to chain 3, and you're going to do double crochet, turn around, chain 3, turn around, double crochet in this chain space, another one in that chain space, and another one in, I just do it in the chain space. Okay, and then you're going to do chain 2, then you're going to skip this space and you're going to do 4 doubles in here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 doubles, chain 2, skip the next space and go into the next one with 4 doubles. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing, chain 2, skip the next chain space and do 4 doubles in here. And you're going to do that the whole way once again until you get here, and I will meet you at the end of this. 4 doubles in here, chain 2, skip this one, 4 doubles, chain 2, skip that one, 4 doubles. So do that and I'll meet you back. So I've gone to the end and you finish with 4 doubles in that last space, and you should have 7 of these. So now you should have 7 of these 4 double crochets, one being in there. And you're going to do 6 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain. Turn your work around, then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to skip over this and you're going to go into this space and do 4 double crochets. 1. Only difference now is that you've got 3 chain in between. That's 3, 4, and then you're going to do 3 chain, 1, 2, 3 chain, skip over that and do 4 doubles in here. 4, chain 3, skip over and do 4 in here. 3, 4, and then you got it, 3 chain, 1, 2, 3. So that's what you're going to do for this round. 4 doubles, 3 chain, 4 double, 3 chain, 4 double, 3 chain, 4 doubles, and you should also have 7 of these by the time you are done. So I'm going to finish mine and then I'll meet you back. Alright, so when you come to the end of this round, you're going to do your chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to do 1 double crochet in this last stitch over here. So you do 1 in that last stitch, then you're going to chain 1 and you're going to turn your work around. And then you're going to do 5 double crochets, 5 single crochets in this chain space. So you'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to be doing 5. You're going to be doing 1 in here and 1 over there. So my last one I'm going to actually do in this stitch over here, in this double crochet. So number 5 will be done in there. And you're going to do chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to do 1 double crochet in the next double. Then we're going to make a picot, which is 1, 2, 3 chain, and do a single crochet in either that first chain, or I just come into these 2 over there. Single crochet, and then you're going to do another double in the next double crochet, and I'll do this with you again. And then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to do, like I said, you're wanting to have 5 single crochets, but you're going to do 1 in here in that last double. So do your first one there, that's 1, then in your space you do the next one, 2 in the space, number 3 in the space, number 4, and then the 5th one in this stitch over there. And then you're going to do exactly the same thing. You're going to do chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 double in the next, then your picot of 1, 2, 3 chain, single crochet in these two, one double crochet in the next, chain 3, 1, chain 3, and then you do your 1 single crochet in that last double, so that's 1, 2 in the space, 3 in the space, 4 in the space, and then 5 in your first stitch, 5 in there, and then you're going to do this again, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 double in the next, chain 3 for your picot, single in this first one, 1 double in your next, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet in the first one, which will be number 1, 2 in the space, 3 in the space, 4 in the space, and number 5 in the first double crochet. And you're going to just keep doing that. You're going to repeat that until you get to the end. So I'm going to do mine and then I'll meet you back here. So when you get to the end of this one, you're going to do your last 5. I did 1 there, and then in my space I'll do my 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to do, now because you finished this one, now we're going to start with our next one. Do 8 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so you're going to do your chain 8, then you're going to turn your work around and you're going to do a double in, not a double, a treble crochet into your very first chain. I'm just going to go into the bottom of that first chain over here. You just do a treble in there, go through 2, go through 2, and go through 2, and then you're going to turn your work and you're going to do, so you've got to turn your work again, then you're going to do chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to do 13 double crochets in this chain space. So you'll have 14 including this one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so once you've gone all the way around, well, not all the way around, once you've got your 14 stitches, you're going to do a single crochet in this very first double crochet that you had made. Okay, just like that, and then you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to do a single in the bottom of this stitch here. And I like to get 2 strands. Okay, then you're going to chain 1 and you're going to turn your work around, and then you're going to go into this very first double crochet here and make a double crochet, and then you're going to chain 1, go into the next one, double crochet, chain 1, and that's all that you're going to do for this round. Double crochet in each one of the double crochets with a chain 1 in between, and you should end up with 14 double crochets again. So I'm going to go ahead and do mine. Double crochet, chain 1 in each one of these, and I'll meet you when I've got my 14. Okay, now I've got my 14. I went into that very last stitch. Now to count them, where you joined it, you're not counting, so it's your very first double that you had made. Okay, so you should have 14 from there. That's 1, 2. Okay, so then you're going to, you did your last double crochet, and then you are going to, you did your last double crochet, and then you're going to chain 5. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're going to turn your work around, and then you're going to go into your very first double crochet, and then you're going to do 2 chain, and this round or row is a double crochet in your double crochet with 2 chain in between, and that's all you're going to be doing for this one. And once again, make sure that you have 14 double crochets, and we're really doing exactly the same as we did on that very first little motif over here. So go ahead and do that. 1 double 2 chains, and I'll meet you when I've done mine. Right, so once you've got your 14, you're going to chain 1 and then do a single crochet into this one. So you just go into this stitch right over here with a single crochet, and then you chain 1 and single crochet right over here. You've only got another 2 to do, which would be there and over there, so it's right over here. Okay, and you should be looking like this. Okay, now you're going to turn your work around, and you're going to do 3 double crochets in here. Just be careful with this row that you don't go into this space. This is where your first double crochet is going to be, so be careful, don't go into that one. This is the last double crochet that you did, because you have to go into this one, you skip that one, you go into this one, you're skipping, go into, skip, go, skip, go, skip, go, skip, and go. So you want to end with 4 double crochets in this last one. So if you do go into that one, you're not going to end correctly, so just be aware of that. You just want to be sure to go into the correct space, not that one. That's where you joined it onto your other one. So you just do your first, you do 3 in this one. 1, 2, 3, and then you do your chain 2, and then skip that one and go into the next one. And I just wanted to show you that so you don't go into the wrong chain space. Right, so you've done your first, you did 3 double crochets in here, and that stands as, with that other one it stands as 4. Then you chain 2, skip this space, go into your next one and do 4 double crochets in that space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to do chain 2 again, and then you skip this space and you do 4 doubles in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's chain 2 again, skip the next chain space and do 4 in here again. So, and then you should have 7 of these. So it's just, the first one had 3 doubles, chain 2, skip 1, 4 doubles, chain 2, skip 1, 4 doubles, chain 2, skip 1, and then you do that. So go all the way to the end of this one and you should have 7 of these, and then I'll meet you back there. Alright, so just make sure that you finish your last 4 in that last chain space, and then you're going to chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and turn your work around. And now you're going to do 4 double crochets in here, chain 3, 4 doubles in there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 in that first space, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 in here. And you're going to do that to the end of this row. So it's just 4 doubles in the space, chain 3, 4 doubles, chain 3, 4 doubles, chain 3. Do that until you get here, and then I'll show you what to do. Alright, so at the end here you should only have 6 of these double crochet sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you're going to do your chain 3, and you're going to just do a double crochet in this last, really over here. So they're the 3 that you did. So just come in here with the double. Whoops. So you just go in there with the double, and then I'm going to just slip stitch in here. Sorry, single crochet, not slip stitch. I'm just going to single crochet. Okay, so once you've single crocheted right in the bottom, they turn your work around, and now you're just going to do 5 single crochets in this first chain space. So 1, 2, 4. Just do your last one in here, and this is exactly your last one right over here. This is exactly the same as we did on that last round of the other one where we did all of this. Everything is the same, you're just joining it on here as you go. So it's chain 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet in the next double crochet, chain 3 for your picot, and you come into these two, and then a double in the next, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you do your 5, 1 single in here, 3 in the space, 1, 2, 3, and 1 over here, and chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 double in the next, chain 3 for your picot, 1 double in the next, chain 3, and then your 5, that is 1, 2, 3, and then your 5 single, 1 in the first double here, 1, 2 in the space, 3 in the space, 4 in the space, and 1 in the double. And now you start again. So do that to the end, and then I'll show you what we do. So when you do your last one, you did the 1 in the stitch, you did 3 in the chain space, and this last one I'm just going to do actually in the chain. So that would be my 4th single crochet. Now you can decide, because you want to put, if they're both facing this way, depends on which way you want yours to sit on your foot. One of these is slightly longer than the other. This is for the little toe. No, this one was for the little toe, because I have it sitting on my foot this way. So this is my right hand foot. So the one for your little toe is going to be a little bit larger, literally 1 or 2 chains larger. It doesn't really matter. You're going to have to measure to see how big you need yours. Now depending on how you sit, put them on your foot. As I say, this would be my right hand one, and I might want my left one to sit the same way. So they're both sitting this way, or I could have it this way. It doesn't really matter. It's going to depend on you. But the bottom line is you have to have your little toe things. You have to have one. You're going to have 1 in the beginning and 1 over here. So you can measure it. Now either you have to take your yarn off, because this first one, no, it's not that way. This first one here is starting right over here. So you can either slip stitch across and then keep your yarn on, so it would look like this, which I might just do. It's going to be a little easier. So I'm just going to slip stitch through this, through these stitches over here. So you just slip stitch through, and then this one, just slip stitch through until you get to this one about here. Okay, and then you're just going to chain, and you just chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. Now this one I've just done 10, so you're going to go from there to there. You're going to go over this one, and you're going to go into the middle, round about here, and just do a single crochet. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like there, and it should be the same on your other toe. Okay, so you've got the one over there. Now it's probably best just to take your yarn off, so I'm just going to cut it off over here and end this one off, and then I'll start a new yarn over here. Oops, wrong piece. Okay, and then just start another one, because to slip stitch all the way over is a bit of a nuisance. Now as you can see, that one you've got to skip one of these like that, and then you've got to come in here. So this one's going to be from the top, and it's going to go to like the middle here. So we're just going to go into the top of this one. So you skipped one, go into the top of this one with a single crochet, and same thing, do like 10 or 12, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This one I made a little bit big, and then just single crochet into the middle of this one. And try it on before you actually just finish it. Try it on and to be sure that it fits you comfortably. You might have slightly larger toes or slightly smaller toes, then you're going to want to make these a little bit smaller. So you just work it out on your toes as to which one. And then, as I say, it depends on which way you're having yours lie. As I say, this is the, if it sits like this, try that on your foot. This goes on your little toe and this is on your second toe. That's how I've got it working. So try it on, make sure it's right. If you need extra stitches, just crochet a few more. And then I'm going to show you how to make the bottom part, the top part. Alright, so to start with the top part, you're going to chain 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you're going to do 2 double crochets in this very first chain that you had made. Just do it this way. You're going to do 2 double crochets, that's 1, in the same space. Then you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and another 2, all in that same space. It's all in that very first chain that you had made. Okay, then you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all that you did was you chained 7, you did a double crochet in the first chain, double crochet in the first chain, you chained 3 and then another 2 doubles in that very same space. Chain 5, turn your work around, and then where you made that chain 3, you're going to do the same thing, 2 double crochets, 1, 2 in that same space, chain 3, and another 2 in the same space, 1, 2, and this is now what you're going to keep doing. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn your work around and do the same thing, 2 doubles, 1, 2 doubles in that chain 3 space, and then chain 3, and another 2 in the same space, 1, 2, and then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn your work around, and same thing. Now what you're going to have to be aware of is how long, well really how wide you want it around your ankle, because if you don't want too much of this, let me show you what I'm talking about. You're going to keep doing that. For me, this is kind of in the middle of your foot, so this depends on how wide you want, not how wide, how much of this bracelet part you want around your ankle. Mine goes all the way around. I do have a slightly smaller ankle, but you'd be safe to do it the same as mine, I think, where you'll have to watch. Now you need to have 1, 2, 3 of these chain 5s on the edges before you start joining, and it's 1, 2, 3 on this side as well. So once you've got 3 on the one side and this side, so for example I've only got, and be careful, this first one is included here, so 1, 2, 3, so I need to finish this one. Let's just do that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I turn my work and I come back in here with the same thing, 1, 2, with 1, 2, 3, and I'll see now if this is correct. I don't think it is, but let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, see, I've only got 3. I've got 1, 2, 3 complete ones, 1, 2, 3. This isn't complete, so I've got to complete that one and then I should be able to join it. So just be sure that you've got your 3 completed ones, unless you want yours to be shorter and not as much bracelet, more tying on yours. 1, 2, 3, chain double crochet 2 in the same place, 1, 2, and now I should be able to start attaching. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3 there, 1, 2, 3 there. So I'm going to start attaching mine now. You don't attach it where your toe pieces are, you've got to come to this side. So bring it this side and you're going to attach it to this first one over here, that first one there. We're going to attach it to the second one and to the third. So we're going to be using these 3. Okay, so make sure that your motif is like this. Okay, so it's facing, this part is facing over there. It's not this way. Make sure it's this way so you can start attaching over here. So take yours, and you just, out of the 5 that you would have done here, you're going to do 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to attach it onto this one, this chain 3 that you had made with a single crochet. Just single crochet in there, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then complete this. Okay, and then you do your 2 doubles in the same space, and then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn all your work around, come back into the space with your 2 doubles, 1, 2 doubles, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 doubles in the same space, 1, 2, and then once again you're going to be attaching it onto this side. So you're going to be, so I'm going to now be attaching it onto this one. Okay, so you do 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet in this space, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, turn your work around and come back and go into this one and do double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, another double, and then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn your work around and come back on your anklet over here with a double, chain 3, and 2 doubles in the same place, and then we're going to attach it to the last one. So 1, 2, 3, and now we're going to attach it to this one. So you're going to come in here, single crochet, finish 1, 2, 3, turn it around and finish this. Now you've attached it, and as you can see you've just done it onto those 3. So now you can complete your ankle part as you've been doing. 1, 2, and then 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this side needs to be the same as the other side where you have 3 on either side. So 1, just do this and I'll show you what I mean. 1, 2, 3, another 2 in the same space. Whoops, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you turn. So now you need to have the same amount as you do on the other side. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, so make sure that they're even. You want them basically to be the same as each other, which they are. So just make sure these are the same. So you have the same amount on this side. And then I'm going to show you what to do. So complete that to make sure it's the same as this one, this side, with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'll show you what to do next. Alright, so mine are now equal. I've got 1, 2, 3 on this side, and I've got my 1, 2, 3 on this side. Now stop in the middle. Once you've got your third one here, just do chain 2, double crochet 2. Then we're going to do this part of the chain. Just from this middle part, I did about 40. Depends on how long you need your little chain to tie. But I did about 40 on mine, so go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you what to do. Alright, so I did my 40 and I just finished it off there. Now come on to the other side, and I'm just going to bring it in the middle of this one somewhere. It's coming over here, and bring up a loop and do a single crochet, and then just chain 40 for this side as well, and then your little foot thing will be complete. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I don't feel this is too hard to do. As I say, make sure that you try these on, that they fit you nicely. Kind of looks like a foot there, and depending on which way you're wearing yours as to which one you want to be a little bit bigger, it depends. You might want to wear yours this way, you might want to wear it this way, like that. It depends. But yeah, so that's how you make your little feet ornaments, and I'm so glad that you joined me in this video. And feel free to ask me any questions. Remember that the written pattern is always on my blog at GillysCraftWorld.com, so you can always find the written pattern there, which corresponds to the pattern on the numbers on the video. I always just put number 1, and that will be number 1 on the written pattern. So I'm glad you've joined me in this video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Thanks for joining me. Bye.